सौरभ प्रभु सौरभ।
Haribo, Haribo. Saurabh Prabhu, you're muted if you're reading it.
Oh, sorry, bro. I did not notice. Sorry. Okay, bro. I am reading from past. Sorry. ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिया कान्त राधा कान्त नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। पंचाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुव एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो ओम विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। जय श्रीला प्रभुपाद की जय।
Jai, thank you, Saurabh.
Jai Haribo.
हरि बोल।
जय।
So we continue from chapter 2. Here, the people on Earth to pray to God for the safe return of the astronauts. Such is the situation. At the times of danger, most people tend to remember God, although at other times they forget Him. Now, let us look into some very simple and graphic examples of the artistry of the Lord's creation. We see that among the lower forms of living entities, social organizations is very smoothly maintained. For example, in a bee colony, the queen bee is nicely taken care of by the drones, male bees, while the workers collect nectar from flowers all day long. It is quite amazing to consider how the bees with their tiny bodies can collect such a great amount of honey for themselves as well as for other living entities. In this way, the colony is maintained with beautiful order. Similarly, the loving relationship between a mother and her baby is quite clearly visible even in. See, here is the bees, and they collect the honey. Haribo. Very small forms of living entities during the monsoon season in tropical countries. When there are torrents of rain, the small ants run to find shelter, carrying their eggs on their heads. The spider makes its wonderful webs with great architectural skill to serve as a shelter as well as to catch its prey for survival. Silkworms spin hundreds of yards of fine threads of to form cocoons for their shelter during the pupa stage. Inside a tiny seed, smaller than the size of a mustard seed, the whole potency of a big banyan tree is present. In this way, we can see that wonderful arrangements of the Supreme Lord who is creating, maintaining, and guiding all living entities, small or big. Krishna says furthermore, O Arjuna, I am the generating seed of all existences. There is no being moving or unmoving that can exist without me. Here is the seed, and inside the seed there is the huge banyan tree. Krishna can place an entire banyan tree within a tiny seed. Here is the Newton. He's sitting under the apple tree. An apple dropped from the tree to his head, and he was thinking what made the apple fall. The main trouble with material scientists is that they generally neglect the most important and fundamental aspect for the inquiries. For example, when Newton saw the falling of the apple, he asked why and how the apple fell. However, he did not inquire who caused the falling of the apple. As an answer to this inquiry, he discovered the laws of gravitation. His answer was that the apple fell because of the laws of gravitation. But who made the laws of gravitation? Srila Prabhupada kindly explains that the apple did not fall while green, but while ripe. Yeah, see? If it was just by gravitation, why doesn't it fall randomly sometimes? But it only falls when it's ripe. Therefore, Newton's gravitational theory was not enough to explain the falling of the apple. There is some other cause behind the total scene of the falling and thereby behind the law of gravitation. That cause is Lord Sri Krishna. In Bhagavad Gita we find Vasudeva Sarvamiti. Krishna is the cause of all causes. Furthermore, scientists have to know that the little ability they have is also given by the Lord. Krishna says, Paurusham Rishu, I am the ability in man. By various mechanical means, telescopes, etc., assumptions, empiric theories, and conceptual models, cosmologists and astronomers are trying with a tremendous vigor to understand what the universe is, what its size is, and the time scale of its creation. At the present time, they are speculating that there may be a 10th planet in a solar system, and they are trying to locate it. How far they will be successful in finding a real answer to their attempts, only time can tell. But the fact is that they will never be able to fully discover the secrets of nature, which is the product of creation of Krishna, the supreme scientist. But now they are going to Mars.
Yeah.
Now they have Elon Musk.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, when this book was written, they didn't know about Musk. But now there is Elon Musk, so it changed the game.
Yeah.
That we felt.
Yes. Any thoughtful person can understand how foolish he is, even to dream of measuring the size of this universe, since he does not know completely the nature of the sun, the nearest star. Srila Prabhupada cites the example of the philosophy of Dr. Frog, who lives in a well of 3 feet and has no idea how vast the Pacific Ocean is, but who speculates that the Pacific Ocean might be 5 feet wide, 10 feet wide, etc., comparing it to his well. The point is that comprehending the ultimate knowledge beyond by your limited means is simply a waste of time and energy. All the knowledge is already there in the authorized scriptures, the Vedas. One simply has to take the knowledge from the supreme authority, Krishna. The details of the creation of this material universe and the living entities like demigods, men, and others have been given in the Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, chapter 3, verses 1 to 5. So detail of
Rapu,
living entities. Yes,
Rapu, can I ask a question? I'm sorry. Yeah. About the nearest star, shouldn't it be the moon, not the sun? Or
No,
was this the
yes,
what?
sun is closer, moon is more far.
Ah, okay. Okay. So I didn't know. Okay. I knew it wrong. Didn't know it. Okay. Thank you, Prabhu.
You go. So here's the Dr. Frog.
Actually, Proji, Aeropro, moon, they don't consider it some star. They consider it's a planet, basically.
Yes, bro, but every star is a planet. Prabhupada says every star is a planet.
Yeah. It's like in our Vedic cosmology, it's different. We call sun as also planet.
Yes, Prabhu.
but they calling sun as star. So their calculation, their thinking is different than us.
I'm just confused about the moon and something because I watched Tatvavit Prabhu's lecture and there was something there was like
Actually,
two camps.
Actually, Prabhuji, what the scientists are saying, that any kind of self-luminous object is star, basically, for them.
No, I mean about the moon and the sun. The lecture talked about, I think even Tatvavit Prabhu said there are two, like some say that the moon is closer and some say that the sun is. And I don't know, I'm very confused about that. I don't know why.
Yes, Prabhu, but
And now it's
Srimad Bhagavatam tells that the moon is it is more
Far
farther.
greater distance. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's.
Okay, if it's Srimad Bhagavatam, so I should listen more to that. I don't know
Yeah,
where the other one
the
was.
Srimad Bhagavatam is according to our perspective, but the other
Oh, yes.
Surya Siddhanta, that is according we don't know whose perspective that is. So
Okay.
to him it is different, but to
So
us,
according to Surya Siddhanta, it's possibly human perspective.
Okay, yeah. I didn't remember it was okay compared to Srimad Bhagavatam and some other Prabhu. So yeah, okay, now I know it's the sun which is the closest.
Yeah, it's what actually Tattvavid Prabhu explained, that physically moon may be closer, but in Srimad Bhagavatam, what they are talking about, it's subtle plane. Subtle plane moon is more higher dimension.
Oh,
than
that
sun.
was the one. Yes, Prabhu, very well said, because that was probably why I was so confused. Yeah, I watched it. Yeah, okay, that's probably why. So it's the subtle, okay, and that's why there are two camps.
Their calculation is different in our Srimad Bhagavatam.
Yeah, okay, thank you for clarification.
Yes,
Now I know.
if I remember right, the moon is bigger. It is bigger than sun, if I remember right. It is said in somewhere, but I don't.
What? Oh, I didn't know even that. I always thought it's a lot smaller, like a small little brother of sun or something.
It's again that Srimad Bhagavatam cosmology, that moon is bigger than sun. That is, we can't understand. But according to Surya Siddhanta, moon is smaller.
See here,
So he has everything the opposite.
see here,
Yeah, like
Surya Siddhanta.
because our sense are imperfect, na Prabhu. We are seeing something different, but maybe that is different. We don't know.
Oh yeah, that was Prabhupada saying also, saying that it's the farther.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Prabhu, like what Srimad Bhagavatam explaining, that we are saying solar eclipse, lunar eclipse, right? They are saying that this Rahu, there is a planet, subtle planet called Rahu is coming. Rahu and Ketu, they are talking like this way. But we can't see those planets, right?
Yeah, it's like the Meru mountain that we can see, and that there are very subtle things that we can
They are
see.
very subtle, yeah. These things are very difficult. After watching Tattvavid Prabhu lecture, I can understand some.
Yeah, and it's important to know which one is the from the Vedas, like Srimad Bhagavatam, and which one is from someone who's not, according to the Vedas. So you know which one to listen to and
Actually,
follow.
Prabhu, if you want to very simply want to know, the Surya Siddhanta, what that is giving, it is actually modern scientist perspective. Okay, what these modern astronomers are saying, that is what Surya Siddhanta is saying. But Bhagavatam cosmology is different. That is like some other realm or other demigods perspective, not our perspective.
Oh yeah, that's what Prabhu said. The demigod. Yes, that we have so different perspective. Yes. Okay. Now it can. Yes, this was like homework about the lecture. Now I got it right. Okay, thank you, Prabhu.
Yeah, thank you.
But when we look at the sky, usually the sun looks bigger than the moon.
Yeah,
the moon looks.
Sun is actually bigger. It actually in physical concept,
But it is
not.
but see, that it's the reason why the sun looks bigger that because it's so much closer. Actually, the moon is, I don't think moon is smaller planet because it is just so much far away. But I need to find the quote because I remember reading it. See here.
No, what
Ah,
Bhagavatam
yes. That is exactly what we, yes.
why does says the moon is larger than sun? What?
Yeah, I want to.
Yeah, spot on.
Yeah, because I remember that the moon is bigger than the sun and that Prabhupada said it.
Yeah, something is written here. I want to read that.
But why he doesn't? What is this?
Taitaa alustaa, mä en osaa enkuksi sanoa. Giving a brief, going back to the question now.
Because he's just saying that it's farther away, but I didn't understand where he said that it's larger.
The purpose doesn't say the moon is
The
bigger or
sun is
larger.
supposed to be 93, but
5.24.2, it is said that the moon is bigger than the sun. But what is that? What is he quoting? Oh, is there something else? Hard to get to the
The purport
question.
doesn't say that.
But you are right, in that, he says you are right, that in that verse it does.
What the verse says or the. Oh yeah, it is this verse. Yeah, I was looking for this verse.
what saying it?
The sun globe, which is source of heat, extends 10,000 yojanas. The moon extends 20,000 yojanas, and Rahu extends 30,000 yojanas. See, even Rahu planet is 3 times bigger than the sun.
Yeah, like how these things are, because
And the moon is 2
Su-
times bigger than the sun. Yeah, that is how I remember.
Surya Siddhanta actually opposing these things.
Okay, now it's clear. This is straight from the Srimad Bhagavatam.
This is logical also because when you think that the moon is so much farther away than the sun, it looks really close to the size of the sun, even though it is so much farther away. So it must be close to sun or bigger. But we can see that it is bigger because it's almost the same size. It's not a
The bro,
small star.
like that farther one, that is also according to your Srimad Bhagavatam cosmology, right?
Yes, Prabhu. And when you look with the eye, it is far. According to our perspective, the sun is much closer than the moon, but they still seem by the eye almost same size. If you can see the sun through some cloud, it is almost the same size as moon is when it's full moon, but the moon is still more farther away. So we must logically think from that the moon is really big object because it's farther away, but it is still same size as the sun to our eye.
No, bro, like one thing I listened from Tattvavid Prabhu saying that this Bhagavatam cosmology is written with respect to some demigods perspective, but that Surya Siddhanta is like for human perspective or something. I don't know exactly what.
I remembered it opposite because this Srimad Bhagavatam is spoken in earth, and we don't know where Surya Siddhanta is spoken, but we know that because these things are spoken in earth by Shukadev Goswami and Sutta Goswami.
Yeah, this is yes, why they explain according to demigods perspective here.
Yeah, because they are in earth, but I think
This is also
it's somewhere else. It's in some other place it has been spoken.
What is Surya Siddhanta? Is it Surya is sun god, right? Or sun or something?
Surya
Was it-
Siddhanta is actually one kind of book or shastra, you can say.
Yes,
Basically,
Oh,
it is some
they are
cosmology shastra.
cosmological book, basically.
so how can, okay, yeah, you just
Vedanta
told me. It's
Saraswati
from the other
translated.
perspective.
Yeah.
Bhaktivedanta Saraswati translated it, and that's why we have like access to it.
Do we have Surya Siddhanta Prabhu? Sai Prabhu?
No, Prabhu, I don't think. And maybe there is some version, but no, Prabhupada didn't translate it, so it's not for us.
Yeah.
I haven't ever like seen even Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati's books, like PDFs or like this. I haven't seen them anywhere. I've only seen Prabhupada's books. Those are not easy to find. One would have
Yeah.
to search. But it is good that they are not available everywhere, because otherwise everyone would just, oh, here is this book, Bhaktisiddhanta, I will take this one, and so here is it's sideways, but yeah, the map. Bhagavad, how it continues. And from Bhagavad Gita, we get the clear information that the entire material universe is only 1/4 of the creative energy of the Supreme Lord, Sri Krishna. The other 3/4 of the creative energy of the Lord are manifested in the spiritual sky called the Vaikuntha Loka. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the golden avatar of the incarnation of the Supreme Person of Godhead, Sri Krishna, clearly explained to Sanatan Goswami, one of the Lord's intimate disciples, about the nature of these universes. The Lord explained that the material universes have a limited length and breadth, whereas no one can measure the length and breadth of all the Vaikuntha planets. These Vaikuntha planets are like the petals of a lotus flower, and the principal part of that flower is the center of all the Vaikunthas. This part is called Krishna Loka or Goloka Vrindavan. The Supreme Lord Sri Krishna has his original eternal abode on this planet. The other Vaikunthas are also inhabited by residents who are full with six opulences: wealth, strength, knowledge, beauty, fame, and renunciation. And in each and every Vaikuntha planet, a different expansion of Krishna and his eternal abode as his eternal abode. Material scientists have no information of this vast knowledge. Certainly, the secrets of the universe cannot be unfolded by the tiny brains of material scientists. We should agree without a doubt that man's vision in all directions is extremely limited by the inadequacies of his senses. His technology and his intellect. None can deny the existence of the Supreme Scientist, Sri Krishna. He is the proprietor and knower of everything. Krishna says, O son of Pritha, know that I am the original seed of all existence, the intelligence of the intellect. Here is the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna and his original eternal abode in Goloka. And the prowess of all powerful man, O conqueror of wealth, Arjuna, there is no truth superior to me. Everything rests upon me as pearls are strung on a thread. Only fools would argue about the existence of the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. In Bhagavad Gita, Sri Krishna says, those miscreants who are grossly foolish, lowest among mankind, whose knowledge is stolen by illusion, and who partake of the atheistic nature of demons, do not surrender unto me. Therefore, instead of denying and challenging the existence of the Supreme Scientist Lord Sri Krishna or God, it should be the prime duty of all our scientist friends to appreciate the inconceivable brain of the Lord and his wonderful manifestations everywhere. One may falsely claim the credit for the discovery of radio, television, computers, penicillin, etc. But the fact is that everything was already there, because nothing can come out of nothing. If someone claims that anything belongs to him, he is the greatest thief. See, so all these things were there already. The possibility of to make them were there already, but there was no knowledge. The knowledge came from somewhere. Just because this creating doesn't mean actually that they create something new. It means that they it means that they discover something that was already there, but it doesn't mean creating something new, because all the elements were already there. They just discovered a new combination of those elements.
And I heard, Prabhu, that the technology, they were the science of this technology is available in the lower planetary system,
Yes, Prabhu.
Pataloka. Yeah. So this is the hellish planet, right?
Yes, Prabhu. Here Prabhupada explains this, what this means, that everything was there already. So here he says
Mm.
you cannot manufacture anything new.
Yeah,
Something new. People are after something new. What new you'll have? Everything is old. The sun is old, the world is old, the moon is old, the atmospheric change is also old, the seasonal change. What is new there? Millions of years ago, there was sun, and still the sun is there. At that time, the sun was hot, still it is hot. At that time, people are dying, the people are still dying. So what is new? You always manufacturing something new. The concoction. There is nothing new. The old law is going. History repeats itself. So our movement is not new. It is the same movement that you accept the supreme authority of God or Krishna. So it is recommended, Kalau tad hari sankirtana, where God realization is only possible by this chant. Hare Krishna. Simple process. You come on, sit down. It doesn't matter what you are, whether you are Indian or you are American or Christian or Hindu or man or woman, black, white, it doesn't matter. You simply come, chant Hare Krishna and realize God. You cannot manufacture anything new.
Haribo. So they cannot.
Haribol.
Srila Prabhupada is
Haribol.
so straightforward.
Yeah, that was perfect.
Sun is there, wood is there, people were dying, now people are dying.
What kind of slide you added? That choking that guy. That
Yes, Prabhu.
street.
He was at the gym dying, actually.
Great shot. Oh, very nice.
Yes, Prabhu. Jai Shila Prabhupada.
Jai Shri
Jai
Prabhupada.
Shila Prabhupada.
Yes, so if someone claims that anything belongs to him, he is the greatest thief. He's stealing property from the Supreme Father, Sri Krishna, and claiming it to be his. See, because Krishna had this knowledge already. He always knows how iPhone 25 is even
Yeah,
done.
like
Very
you know,
high.
bro, like it said that like all Kali Yuga, there are some kind of technology, and again that Kali Yuga destroyed those technology gone,
Yes, Prabhu.
basically.
Yeah. And you know, here when someone creates something for the first time, he goes and says, "Oh, I was the first who created this. I have the patent. No
Yeah,
one else can create this." But Krishna has created it first, so how can that person, how he can claim that it is his thing?
So he is the greatest thief.
Yes, Prabhu.
yeah. He actually don't know. That's why he's saying all this.
Yeah. Where were we?
Supreme Father, Sri Krishna, and claiming.
Okay. Yes, Prabhu, you
Yeah,
can
bro.
continue, Haribol.
Okay, bro. Hare Krishna. Sri Krishna and claiming it to be his. Nothing belongs to us. Everything belongs to Krishna. Sri Upanishad says everything animate or inanimate that is within the universe is controlled and owned by the Lord. One should therefore accept only those things necessary for himself, which are set aside as his quota, and one must not accept other things, knowing well to whom they belong. What is the difficulty? The greatest disease in the minds of scientists is that they do not believe that something is a fact unless it is proved by scientific experiments. Yeah, this is like whole
Yeah.
science is going on.
Yeah, because they only accept their own methods. But when someone says, "Oh, there's some other method, like hearing," then they are like,
Yeah,
"Oh, this is not a method."
this is belief. This is belief further.
Yes, Prabhu.
But they don't know that there is this disciplic succession, right? There is parampara system.
Yes, Prabhu.
They don't accept these things.
Yeah.
Yeah. When a scientist makes a statement and he supports that statement with scientific experiments, everyone is completely convinced and no questions are asked. When we talk about the spirit soul to this scientist, their usual response is, how can one detect the presence of the soul? Because they have been conditioned to working with machines. They wonder whether the soul can be detected by scientific experiments. Yeah, this is a very good point actually.
Yes, Prabhu.
They cannot do basically using any kind of gross
Yeah.
so-called machine. They cannot detect.
Yes, Prabhu.
What is that? What is that verse? Tip of the hair, 10,000 part of the tip of the hair.
Yeah.
The size of the soul. Kesagra satovagasa. Yeah.
Yes, Prabhu.
However, scientists have to agree. But however, scientists have to agree that even in their own scientific realm, there are many facts that cannot be proved by experiments. Yeah, Prabhuji, this is they called hypothesis or something like that.
Yeah.
They cannot prove basically.
Yes,
The
Prabhu.
fact, yeah, bro. The fact is that the soul is there, but in order to understand its existence, we have to accept knowledge from the right person, Sri Krishna or God, and his representative in disciplic successor, the spiritual master. Everyone in the scientific community knows that mathematicians work with an imaginary number called I, which is the square root of -1. Yeah, this number does not figure among the natural numbers. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, etc. These are called natural numbers actually. However, important branches of mathematics, for example, the theory of analytical function, are based on this imaginary unit. Without the help of this branch of mathematics, various complex theories and problems cannot be solved. Thus, the existence of this number cannot be denied. Yet there is no experiment to prove it. Yeah, it's a good point actually.
Yes, Prabhu.
Good logic actually.
Excellent
Is
example.
yeah. In a similar manner, scientists in the field of statistical mechanics also utilize various conceptual models, ensembles, for example, to explain their theories and arguments. These are all beyond the realm of experimental science. If scientists are willing to accept these imaginary and conceptual models, what is the difficulty in accepting the perfect knowledge given by Lord Krishna, the supreme scientist? Another scientific theory that is beyond the limit of experimental science is Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. Yeah, we all study these things.
Yeah.
The statement of this principle is that it is impossible to simultaneously determine the position and momentum of any object. Yeah, bro, you know what is this? They are saying that when the particle will be more smaller and smaller, means it is like microscopic level. So at the same time, you can't measure their position and momentum at the same time.
Yes, Prabhu.
So when you try to measure position, there will be some error in calculating in momentum.
Hmm.
So at the same time, accurately you cannot calculate both at the same time.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes,
So that
yes,
is
Prabhu. Like,
what Heisenberg said. Yeah.
yes, Prabhu. Like in all theory, they will assume only assuming to. There is not practical, but they are only assuming what kind of
Yeah.
theory. Only assuming, and they are telling that that is that is the fact, like real fact. Only they will assume like if resistance is there, you assume that in resistance is like they will give the examples like assuming all assuming the real practical things they will not show.
Yeah, like Vivek Prabhu, like this Heisenberg uncertainty, these are all some hypotheses, right? These are not some proved thing.
Yes, Prabhu. Only assumption maybe they will do. That's all. No use of this.
Yeah. In mathematical language, it is stated that the product of the uncertainties is the measured values of the position and momentum, product of mass and velocity cannot be smaller than Planck's constant. No existing experimental technique can prove this principle. Yeah. However, scientists all over the world accept this statement as a fact, knowing that the experimental proof is beyond their ability. Similarly, there is no scientific experiment to prove the third law of thermodynamics. This law, as formulated by Planck, states that the entropy of a perfect crystal at absolute 0 degrees is equal to 0. Actually, there is no means available for measuring directly the absolute entropies. Therefore, the proof of this law is beyond the realm of experimental science.
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah, this is assumption again. They assume
These
that.
are all hypotheses, basically.
Yes, Prabhu.
They can't prove these things.
So they have no clue about anything.
Yeah, like the above thing, na, this Heisenberg uncertainty, they are saying that very microscopic level particle, at the same time you can't measure their position and momentum. If you try to measure both, there will be some uncertainty, means you will make some error, basically. This Heisenberg, this scientist, he's saying this thing, but he can't prove that thing. It's like hypothesis,
Yeah.
only like pen and paper. Yeah, but they accept that, but they can't
Yeah.
accept this religion. Yeah.
Yes, Prabhu. So either you can know only the position of a particle or you can know its momentum, but you cannot know them simultaneously.
Yeah. It goes like this, bro. Like you try to measuring its momentum, but
Yeah.
at the same time, when you try to measure its position, there will be some error. Means you
Yeah.
cannot correctly measure the both at the same time.
Yeah, it's true actually. If you know something's position, and
Yeah.
that moment when you know that position, it's not moving because you know the position. Yeah, if there's some ball moving and you know where that ball is and you take a picture of that ball, in the picture it's not moving because it is in the same position. So you in a picture you cannot calculate something's momentum. Yeah, but you can know the position from a picture. Yeah, now I understood it. Okay, let's continue.
It's like that when you try to calculate both at the same time, there will be some
Yeah.
error. Means
Yes, Prabhu.
only you can calculate one, either
Yeah.
position or either momentum. Yeah.
Yes,
It is also, yeah, bro. It
yeah,
is
and it
also to be
cannot be proved, I think. It cannot be proved why it's like this or
yeah. Basically, he proposed for electron. Electron is microscopic, so they can't test that theory. Basically, there. Yeah. It is also to be noted that so-called scientific theories are changing constantly. For example, at the beginning of the 19th century, John Dalton, in developing his atomic theory, stated that atoms could not be further divided. However, towards the end of the 19th century and the beginning of the 20th century, it was found that Dalton's atomic theory could no longer be considered correct. Yeah, these are we all studied these things.
Yeah.
They first will say that these theories hold correct. Okay. Then after some time they say the new scientists come with some new theory. That old thing is bogus. No, forget that.
And
It was
most of the scientists,
yeah.
they came during these same years between 1800 and 1900. But during those years also was the years when they went to India and they stole everything. So also most of this knowledge that they have gotten is stolen from India actually. Because they got it all at
Yeah,
the same time.
Broji, every people give credit to Wright brothers that they invented this aeroplane or
Yes,
thing like
Prabhu.
that.
actually all the scientists that came up during 80s and 90s, they all stole it from India. That's why all these names started to pop up, like John Dalton, Darwin, all these. Because at the same time they went to India, the British, and they stole everything. They also the
Yeah,
German
well,
a lot
like
of things.
everything. These this radio. There is a
Yeah,
person called
radio also.
Marconi. It's
Yeah.
actually the work of Sir Jagadish Chandra Bose.
Yes, Prabhu.
He's an India scientist.
And then they just say that, oh, we invented this. Yeah, we figured it out, everything.
Yeah,
They say like,
actually, there was actually a science congress where basically Sir Jesse Bose actually experimentally shown that from one room to another room he wirelessly pull a trigger to a
yeah,
some bell or something. So he thought that invisible radio waves or something existed or
yeah.
something. So then this Marconi took out that whole thesis and made this radio basically.
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah. Almost everything went like that. Because I don't know one invention because everything came from Vedas. The knowledge came from Vedas. The Indians knew how to get this knowledge from the Vedas, and that's how they created it. And then the Englishman came and stole it from the Indians and said that, oh, we created it. So everything came from Vedas.
Yeah, Prabhu, you think about Pushparod, na, Prabhu, Pushparod in Ramayana. We have these gigantic rathas where
Yes,
people
Prabhu.
are flying in sky.
Yeah.
Into fundamental particles like electrons, protons, and neutrons. It was also found that some atoms could emit alpha and beta particles, thereby producing new atoms and so on. As a matter of fact, the so-called nuclear bombs are a result of these findings. In a nuclear bombs, in a similar manner, during the 18th and 19th centuries, Newton's mechanics had a tremendous influence on the minds of scientists, since they could have been applied to gross material objects. However, at the beginning of the 20th century, with the discoveries of the fundamental particles, it was realized that Newton's mechanics failed in describing the motions of these particles. Thus, quantum mechanics has been developed to explain the phenomenon they exhibit. These theories are filled with speculations and they are also changing, just as past and present scientific theories are changing. So we can understand that future scientific theories will also change.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah, means
Problem.
they basically mentally speculating many things.
Yeah. Now the biggest problem they have that this quantum mechanics and
Yeah,
the relative theory by Einstein, they don't go together. So that's a
yeah.
problem for them and they cannot solve. They say in future we will find a way that these two can be related. But yeah, they say these
I
two.
think bro, you're taking some science classes, huh?
Yes,
You are watching some incognito science class.
no, Prabhu, I was like a high class student in this. I was in student like special class, like what is this? Is it class? Yeah, I was in like special class for scientists, and I was really good in mathematics. I was top 20 in my age group in Finland in mathematics, and our school
What?
best.
You are a legend then.
Yes, Prabhu, I applied to one school that had like thousands of applying and they chose 50 persons. And then I somehow got there. And yeah.
This is Finland Srinivasa Ramanujan. Yes,
And I
Swami
was
bro.
I was like totally stupid. I felt like I don't know anything. And my schoolmates, my classmates, they were like the number one class, like nerds. They knew everything. Yeah, they were like some little Einsteins. I was always thinking how they can count something so fast, and yeah, I felt like I don't belong to that class, but somehow I got there, and yeah, we studied so much about math and this uh, nature related science. Yeah,
Yeah.
but it was like 10 years ago, so I have forgotten most. So it was useless work because I don't use any of that knowledge mostly now, and yeah, I don't remember most of what I learned there. We learned so complex things. I knew how to count some crazy things that I don't remember anything about that now. Like how to how
Yeah.
to count those. Yeah, it's all gone.
Hmm. This simply shows that the brain of highly honored material scientists are imperfect, and as a result, the theories proposed by these brains will always be imperfect. Actually, perfect knowledge cannot be changed. In order to get perfect knowledge, one has to take knowledge from the perfect scientist, Lord Krishna, and his bona fide representative, the spiritual master. Krishna says, I am the source of all spiritual and material worlds. Everything emanates from me. The wise who know that this perfectly engage in my devotional service and worship me with all their hearts. Furthermore, of all creation, I am the beginning and the end and also the middle. O Arjuna, of all sciences, I am the spiritual science of the self. And among logicians, I am the conclusive truth. Scientists have to understand that the knowledge and ability they have is extremely limited and is fact quite insignificant. With this insignificant and limited knowledge, how will it be possible to understand knowledge beyond the material context? Yeah, they can't understand anything. Actually, there is no question about the existence of the soul. The living entities are fragmental spirit souls, whereas Lord Krishna is the supreme soul, supreme person, and supreme scientist. Krishna says the living entities in this conditioned world are my eternal fragmental parts. Due to the conditioned life, they are struggling very hard with six senses, which include the mind. Also, it should be understood that all species of life, O son of Kunti, are made possible by birth in this material nature, and that I am the seed giving father. Just as the existence of air can be felt by touch, and the existence of certain molecules by fragrance and aroma, similarly, consciousness is the clear symptom of the existence of the soul. O son of Bharata, as the sun alone illuminates all the universe, so does the living entity, one within the body, illuminate the entire body by consciousness. Yeah, probably like these things, this is also like some contradicting. Like these space scientists, they are saying that this like our sun, there is like many suns, but in our Srimad Bhagavatam saying that in our universe there is only one sun, right?
Yes, Prabhu. They say that every star is a sun. They no, they
Yeah,
say that yeah, they say every sun is a star. Yeah, and they say that there is many
they say that
stars.
that every stars is actually like a sun like ours.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like, yeah. Yes, Prabhu.
kind of. Yeah. Biologist also confirms that even the smallest microorganisms such as bacteria have consciousness. When consciousness enters into a material body, we call it a living body. However, when there is no consciousness in the body, in other words, when the spirit soul leaves the body, simply a lump of matter is left over. This phenomena we call death. Therefore, the spirit soul never dies and is never born. It is eternal. What we call birth and death, nothing but the changing of different material bodies, the replacement of old bodies with new ones. The living entity in the material world carries his different conception of life from one body to another as the air carries the aroma. Yes, bro, like these sloka is very interesting. Huh? It's saying that kind of consciousness they are generating, according to that, they are getting some body, basically. Yeah. Means what even we are talking these things. Now, what is like the consciousness of a drunkard?
Yeah.
Their consciousness is totally polluted.
Yeah, what conception he has in his mind that he will carry do the other. The mind is like the air that carries the consciousness.
And like Prabhuji, like there was a verse shared by Dimitri Prabhu that from Srimad Bhagavatam that all senses are like in subtle form existed, right? In mind. Every sense.
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah,
I
and
think that is from Srimad Bhagavatam.
yeah, every sense is also related to the sense object. The sense object and the sense is created together. For example, the sun and the eye is created together because without sun, the eye has no meaning. So like this, the sense and sense object is always created together.
Yeah. Yeah, like if all the sense exist subtly in mind, that means when they're giving up this gross body, they still can think all those senses about those senses in subtle way, basically. Because all these ghost and all basically they are suffering in this way.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah, it was actually ghost related and Dimitri Prabhu shared a verse basically.
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah, and what kind of senses they get that, but I'm not sure if the senses are, because the senses, I'm not sure if they require the gross body or is, yeah,
Yeah, it's like saying that need to function they need gross body. Yes,
yes,
those
Prabhu.
senses.
Yeah,
And that's why like ghosts are agitated, bro. They want to satisfy their senses, but they have no gross body basically.
yeah, they have, okay, then yeah, the senses are then also there in like in subtle form. Yeah.
Yeah. This is very crazy thing, huh?
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah, and the quality of the sense in a subtle form dictates what kind of gross senses he will get. Yeah, it goes like that.
And basically the quality of all the subtle senses is coming from their activity in this
Yes.
lifetime,
Yeah.
basically. They are doing.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah. When our scientific friends readily accept Heisenberg's uncertainty principle, the imaginary unit and the various conceptual models of statistical mechanics, which are all beyond experimental science. What is the difficulty in accepting the existence of the spirit soul? This is very good word.
Yes, Prabhu.
The supreme scientist Sri Krishna says, for the soul there is never birth nor death, nor having once been does he ever cease to be. He is unborn, eternal, ever existing, undying, and primeval. He is not slain when the body is slain. Its height has been described thus when the upper point of a hair, this is I talking about, bro. This is a verse. Yeah. Upper point of a hair is divided into 100 parts, and again, each of such parts is divided into 100 parts. Each such part is the measurement of the dimension of the spirit and soul. Spirit soul. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 220 Bhagavad Gita. No, it's not. What it is? It is 8.
No, it is some Kesagra Satabhaga.
Yeah, here. Sveta Svatara Upanishad.
Balagra Satabhagasya Satada Kalpatisya. Yeah. That means, bro, like it is very small, right?
Yes, Prabhu.
If you see this tip of here is how much small? We can't even see that. And like 10,000 participants, it is subatomic or more smaller than that also, I think.
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah.
It's really invisible kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so hard to even try to imagine that in your mind, like how small I am. Like,
Yeah,
bro.
even if they had an instrument to see it, still they couldn't find it.
And that's why Prabhu like saying they cannot cut it with some kind of astra, and they cannot burn it.
Yes,
They
Prabhu.
cannot
It cannot be
weight it.
divided.
Yeah.
It cannot be burned. It cannot be
Nainan Chindanti Astani, Nainan Dahati Pavaga.
withered by wind or anything.
Yeah, it doesn't feel any pain. Like it's just this body that brings the misery and pain.
Yes.
Prabhu, I want to leave now. Thank you so much for your association. Vishnu Prabhu.
Thank you so much, Prabhu, for session. Or Groishla Prabhupada.
All goes to Srila Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna, Jai Srila Prabhupada.
Okay,
Hari Bol, Prabhu.
Prabhu, do you read? Oh, okay, this part. Yeah. Scientists are familiar with the law of conservation of energy, which states that energy can be neither created nor destroyed. The living entities are the superior energy of the Supreme Lord, Sri Krishna. Therefore, the soul is eternal. Know that which pervades the entire body is indestructible. No one is able to destroy the imperishable soul. The nature of the spirit soul is elaborately described in the 2nd and 13th chapters of Bhagavad Gita. One simply has to take the knowledge from the supreme scientist Sri Krishna, the speaker of Bhagavad Gita. These are amazing books. This book is very
Yes, Prabhu.
information giving.
So tomorrow we continue from the incomplete and speculative knowledge of Darwin's theory of
Yeah,
evolution.
this is a big thing. this is actually
Yes, Prabhu.
so much. Yeah.
Yeah, and then there is it is told the real evolution from Padma Purana. So this is also a nice part.
Yeah, that thing actually I don't know that much. I will read that. How it's working.
Yes, Prabhu. Because it's the other way around. I don't know the English word. I forgot it. It is ascending and descending. So the real evolution process is descending. It starts from Brahma. Brahma is the first created, and from him all the other species descend. But they think that first there was everything, all these chemicals and everything, and
Yeah,
from
like
that it started to like ascend.
they're thinking that some dumb consciousness to higher consciousness arises.
Yeah.
Or something
So
like that.
they think that we are going towards being a demigods, that humans are kind of going towards being superhuman. So they think
Oh,
that
wow,
they're
I've never
becoming.
thought it as that. Very cool perception. Miten sanotaan, näkökulma.
Yeah, that's the evolution theory, but they're saying that it's happening so slow. So I don't see the
Yeah, they basically saying it's happening slow that we can't exactly spot that transition. How
yes,
it's happening.
and
But
they
cool that I didn't understand that they see actually the opposite. They don't know that we are descended and we are very, very low entities actually. And Kali Yuga, we are not progressing and they don't see it. They think that the opposite and that we
Yeah,
are
like-
the more elevated
like-
person.
yes,
What our Shastra is explaining that this is not evolution, this is devolution, means
Yes, bro.
opposite.
Yeah.
Srila Prabhupada explained. Yeah. Yeah, like Prabhuji, like according to this Darwin evolution, I watched a video in internet. A girl is asking a scientist that you are saying that we are coming from monkey. So who was that first human? She is asking that who was that first human.
Yes, Prabhu.
Then the scientist is saying that this transition is slow that we can't say who is first human. This answer is also very weird. I can't clearly understand what they want to say, basically. They are saying that this transition is very slow. You can't understand this.
Yeah, they say that we cannot prove that you must believe. But when we say that the Shastra proves you must believe, they say, oh, we cannot accept.
They will say these are mythology. Go
Yes,
away.
but what is there, this thing? It's complete mythology also.
Yes, but I heard a lecture about Prashad with Tadvavit Das Prabhu, and he explained that Prashad is the mercy of the Lord, and if you cannot you cannot have the mercy of the Lord, you cannot understand those things.
Yes, Prabhu.
This is a must have. We must have the mercy of the Lord to understand those topics.
Yes.
Without the mercy of the Lord, we are bewildered and confused, and we cannot understand. So Prashad is very important for them. We have to distribute Prasad to them, so they can get the mercy of the Lord and understand those spiritual topics.
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah. Yes, Prabhu, and we shouldn't argue about these things much with those persons.
Yeah, like they will not agree basically. That is
Yeah.
main problem.
Yes, and it's totally normal because they are confused and bewildered, and they go to further more in the
And
darkest
actually,
region
Jani
of
Prabhu,
ignorance. Yeah.
Jani Prabhu, that is the ninth offense. Actually, Naam Abhorat. Don't try to instruct any faithless person that much.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes,
Actually, these
yes,
things
Prabhu.
should be only instructed when we know that someone is going to accept them, but we shouldn't
Yes.
instruct them like, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Like when they are envious and jealous, this is really dangerous.
Yes,
We
Prabhu.
shouldn't talk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we should only instruct them this when someone wants to know, but we shouldn't instruct to argue or to prove that we are more intelligent. To someone who wants to
Yes.
argue, we should get away like in the
Yes.
fastest way possible. Because if we try to start by argument to change them, then we just waste our own time because it can take many
Yeah.
hours. And in the end, they won't even, because they never wanted to even uh, accept the thing. So even if you give the best arguments and give the most like eye-opening things you say that should prove anything to everyone, they won't accept it. So we
They
shouldn't
won't
waste
accept. Yeah.
time. Yeah.
Yes, Prabhu. And you know, this is they say that this is an offense to the Supreme Lord, but this is also um, uh, uh, we don't help him at all because he will go furthermore in darkest region
Yes,
of ignorance. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Now I
So
realized it even like in a different way, a little bit better. So
yeah,
we shouldn't actually talk even about philosophy with someone who doesn't want to know.
no,
Yeah,
no.
Yeah, you know, bro, like one devotee is saying that Krishna said that don't preach the envious about me, right?
yeah,
Now he's saying that that same Krishna as Mahaprabhu is saying that Jare dekho tare kaho Krishna upodesh. So this is like totally opposite, huh? That
yes,
Mahaprabhu is Krishna and he's again saying that you can preach everyone. Just
yeah,
anyone you see, just request them that chant Hare Krishna.
yes, Prabhu. Yeah, I've been too easily speaking about philosophy to everyone here and there. But yeah, now I realized more that we shouldn't speak philosophy to everyone. To someone who
Yes,
says that
Prabhu.
I want to know, that who we can see clear signs that he wants to know philosophy, then we can talk
Yes,
about philosophy.
yes, Prabhu. Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
And we have other devotional activity like distribute
Yeah.
prasad.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
this is the mercy for them, you know.
Yes,
And
Yeah,
Prabhu.
it's actually Prabhupada ji said actually that we just do kirtan and distribute prasad to them,
Yes, Prabhu.
basically.
yes, yes, this is the perfect form of distribute mercy to people.
Yes,
This is
Yeah.
Harinam Sankirtan, distribution of prasad and distribution of book. This is the complete
Because you
form of
Prabhu, like we are maybe intellectual, we are discussing this philosophy, but 90% people don't like this philosophy.
yes,
So
because
Prabhu,
they have not getting yet the mercy of the Lord.
yes, Prabhu.
They, so
yeah,
we
yeah.
must distribute to them. This is our duty.
Yeah.
Yeah, now I realize that argument and philosophy is not the way to change someone into devotee. Yeah,
No,
Yeah.
I even up to this point, I even thought that we have to learn philosophy so we can defeat someone to make him into devotee. Yeah, I
That's
just
no,
how I
yeah,
thought.
that's not how it goes.
We need some
no.
roaring kirtan,
Yes,
basically,
Prabhu.
and prasad
Yes,
distribution.
We need the
That's
mercy of the
Santana
Lord.
Kirtan.
yes, Prabhu.
Only the Supreme Lord can change us into devotee and make us realize our true position.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes,
Only the
so
Supreme Lord.
yes. So, Ero Prabhu, you see also now that you shouldn't even be ever talking with the family members about philosophy or anyone who is like, don't talk about philosophy with anyone because it's not meant for them. If you want to talk about philosophy or if you want to
Yeah, it's
teach
not
someone
for common
or
people
learn,
at
then
all.
talk with devotees.
Okay, so it's only between devotees, so they understand
Yes,
more
Prabhu.
and
Or if
discuss us.
they
Okay.
inquire from you that please tell me something about philosophy, or please tell me something about this, or tell me that, or what is this?
Then
Mm.
we should speak. Yeah,
Yes, Prabhu.
otherwise no.
But
Okay.
out of blue, when you see them doing something and then you tell about philosophy, oh, you shouldn't, this should not be done, or maybe tell that, oh, we do like this, or
Mm.
in Krishna conscious devotees does like that, or we don't even need to say these things like this.
Okay, thank you. Now I know how to, behave and that. So it's
Yes.
easier.
Yeah.
Prabhupada, when he goes to America, the first thing he does actually is to distribute prasad to everyone.
Yes, Prabhu.
And
Just
mass chanting, that
yes,
chanting thing.
yes, because he is a pure devotee, so mass chanting is very effective. But
Yeah.
for us, is distribution of prasad and book. Then we can chant Harinam too. But
Yeah, yeah.
the most effective things for us is distribution of prasad and book. So we just have to do that. And
Yes.
and Srila
Yeah.
Prabhupada will help us in this regard.
Yes, Prabhu. And if we want to preach by words, we don't have to speak philosophy. We can state things like, "Oh, prasadam tastes really nice,"
Yeah,
or
actually,
Yes,
Prabhu,
yes,
like early days of ISKCON, Srila Prabhupada started this Nagar Sankirtan. That Nagar Sankirtan will go every
yes, Prabhu.
village and they
Yeah.
will do loud Harinam Sankirtan.
Yes, Prabhu. When we talk about these persons who we cannot talk philosophy to, we need to prioritize saying Hare Krishna in our words as much as possible. And in that conversation,
yes,
as much they hear the word, that will
yes,
bring them
Oh,
more closer.
yes,
So with them,
true.
we
okay,
don't
this
focus
changes
about.
everything.
Yes, Prabhu. Now I
Yes,
realized
yes,
more also. I thought that
And
I have my philosophy
even
with them.
even they making fun and saying Hare Krishna, still they get some benefit.
Yes, Prabhu.
yes.
They
You
get
know,
much
I
more
want to
benefit.
share some. I just want to
Exactly.
share something with you. When I chant Hare Krishna here, sometimes the people, one people will come and he will chant with me Hare Krishna Maha Mantra completely, and then I realized that this is the point. If I can make them chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra one time, he is eternally benefited.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, thank you for.
So
Yeah.
this is
Yes,
true
Prabhu.
preaching. This is true preaching. We just have to do those things. If we can do, uh, if we can chant, let someone chant one time the Maha Mantra completely. This is all. We don't have to do nothing else. You know.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah.
And Jnani
And
Prabhu, you start playing Mridanga, please. I want to see that.
yeah. Actually, I have to buy one. And Valum Prakash Das Prabhu, he just sang me the best Melidanga in Delhi, I think.
Mm.
So I just have to purchase the Melidanga, but not now because yeah, I have to save some money.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah, it's not quite. It's not expensive, but yeah, the shipping cost will be
Yeah.
expensive.
Yes, Prabhu. It's crazy, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, the product is not expensive, but the shipping cost is really expensive.
Yeah.
But now I fortunately I found a way. Um, I, I have to find someone in Mauritius to get the package for me. So in Mauritius it will be much more cheaper and it will arrive more quickly.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, so I need to find a contact there, so he can receive the package for me
Mm.
and then redirect in Reunion Island.
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah, that sounds
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
So
Prabhu,
yeah, you will see me, but I need to practice because Mridanga is not my instrument.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Even though
What are we son?
we might lose to these people in philosophy, or even though they might be completely opposite to us in any philosophical things, they might not argue in anything. That is much smaller thing than if we get to them here or say Hare Krishna Mahamantra even once, or
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. True.
even if you
True.
even if they say that, oh, I love meat eating so much and this and that and everything,
Mm.
doing don't feel bad because you couldn't make them accept some smaller aspect of philosophy. Like,
Yeah, totally ignore these things.
yeah,
Just
and now I realize.
So
Yeah.
I
actually,
used
this
to
is our
think before,
false ego.
yes, Prabhu. I used to think
Ac-
that I need to convince him that I'm really knowledgeable, and when he trusts in my knowledge, then I can tell him that you should chant. I used to think like this, but now it changed a little bit when I got.
But then this is false ego.
Yes,
This is
Prabhu.
false ego. Yes.
Hey,
So
Prabhu,
Yeah, yeah.
where did you, Prabhu, come into the conclusion that you shouldn't by arguments and philosophy? I missed that
I
conversation.
was sharing what I heard today about in a class of Tadvavid Prabhu
Yes, about Prasad.
about Prashad, yeah.
Yes,
And
Prabhu.
this class is very uh, very good to watch. I recommend you to watch this class. It's in ISKN TV, and he said that actually the people who are confused and bewildered is because they are not they didn't get yet the mercy of the Lord, and prashad is the mercy of the Lord.
Yes, Prabhu.
And when they will receive and they will eat prashad, gradually they will understand those those
Yeah, bro.
spiritual
Like
topic.
Prasad
Yeah,
and Harinam, these are both important things actually.
Yes,
Okay, thank
yeah,
you, Prabhu.
I'll
yes.
give an example, right? Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Jani Prabhu, you can explain.
Yeah, yeah, no, just want to repeat the word of Tadvarik Das Prabhu. Said that actually the intelligence come from Krishna.
Yes.
So when you receive His mercy, you receive the intelligence to understand a spiritual topic.
Yeah.
So you will be more and more convinced about it.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah, bro. Like actually, the Harinam is the like most important thing. This chanting
Yes.
of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra.
Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
But
Actually,
not
will-
everybody will be inclined into it the first time
Yeah.
he hear it. So he need the prashad. He need to eat prashad,
Yeah, but
and
yeah,
then
bro.
gradually he will be more attractive to
Yes,
chanting Hare
Yeah,
Krishna
yeah,
Maha
yeah.
Mantra.
yeah.
There
I've noticed
must be some mercy
also.
in the food. Yeah,
Yes,
because this.
yes,
Yeah, actually, with Mataji, this happened like this because 2 years I told almost all the time that she should chant, but she never started chanting. But then I kept giving prasadam. Now, like months ago, when she has started to chant regularly, she said that she never thought that she would make it a habit. But I think it's prasadam also in this case because
yes,
I
Prabhu.
stopped
It is,
preaching,
Yeah,
but
maybe. Yes,
it is.
yes.
We
Yes.
must not underestimate the potency of prashad.
yes, Prabhu.
But
Yeah,
This is
Sadhguru,
truly
yeah,
like
a
I've done this
like
blessing
actually.
of the Lord.
I saw these type of people also. They just came and ate prasad and never become spiritual. They just go home.
Yes, bro, but it's because also I thought like this with in Mataji's case because I saw him, I saw her eating maybe 500 times prasadam that I cooked. I was thinking, is my prasadam broken? What is this? It's not working. There is nothing. But after years, it happened because now she's
Ye-
chanting. And I didn't say I stopped totally preaching to her. I was thinking that she's not accepting anything. I'm just, I'm
thi-
gonna just do what I
This is
do.
actually because we are not patient.
Yes, bro.
We
Yeah,
must be patient. Patient is not we have to wait for a few months or few
yeah.
years.
Yes, bro.
Yeah,
And sometimes
it
stop.
depends. It depends of the Lord, the will of the Lord. So
Yes, bro.
so the people we been conditioned for millions of years, trillions of years. So don't expect to
Yeah.
people to change overnight.
Yes,
You
bro.
know. So it will be a process,
Yeah.
but I, I, I think that we just have to do the process right. So just distribute prashad and uh, distribute books and just make the people chant one time Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, and it will be very good preaching actually.
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah,
I really believe in that.
yes, Prabhu.
Yeah, we need to believe this actually.
I've done big
We need,
Yes,
mistake on this actually. Because you know what happened? with my sister and her son. It happened like this because before I used to bring them every now and then prasadam, and then they say they liked it, and they say that they want to take prasadam, and then I started to talk about philosophy more and more, and to her son also, and I gave her son beats, and she sat down also, and she chanted one full round with me, her son, in audible voice.
Halibor, Halibor.
Yes,
Haribol.
but late that one day after that, my sister sent me a message that please don't talk about so much about Krishna conscious things or this, that he's in really vulnerable age, and that he shouldn't hear much. So I didn't argue in that anything. I said okay, and like this, and I stopped messaging too much to him in messages, but in my mind I thought that okay, that they are kind of against that. I'm not gonna interact with them much. I'm not gonna go there, or so for like 5 months I'm not been having much any contact with them, because I was thinking that she doesn't want to hear about Krishna
Yeah,
or chanting, but she says that she always asks me that, can you please bring prasadam, can you please bring prasadam,
yes,
but I
this
haven't
is the
brought
point.
anything. See, this is the mistake that I've done, because I've thought that no, they don't like to hear about philosophy, so then I don't bring prasadam also. So I've been thinking like this, and
No, Prabhu.
mistake.
The Lord Jagannath, Lord Jagannath, His mercy is prasad. So
Yeah.
we need to distribute prasad. This is our duty.
Hmm.
This is our duty. And when we will doing that, we will transform this world into Krishna consciousness. Yes, I truly believe that because I truly believe in the in Lord Jagannath.
Yes, Ravi Prabhu,
Prabhu.
you saw those clips in Philippines how Nimai Nitai Prabhu distributing prasadam
Yeah.
and chanting Hare Krishna.
Yes.
This is
Yes,
like so beautiful. Huh?
Yeah.
Just
yes,
those
we need
Now
to
those
I
do
just
this.
realized that I've been actually really lazy, because I've been going the easy way. I've been thinking, oh, they don't want to hear about Krishna, so I don't have to bring prasadam. And I've been thinking, oh, then I have to go. And I've been like comfortable that, oh, Krishna arranged it so I don't have to do service. So yeah, this is actually laziness.
and this is your a plus point, Prabhu. You have a good hand. You know to make good prasad.
Yes,
Now,
so you have to
yeah.
distribute it.
Yes, bro. Now I need to return.
Yeah, I think that the Finland people need to eat
Yes,
Krishna
actually,
Prasad.
they are really hungry. They have this huge food
Yeah, they
lunch.
are really hungry. So please make some good prasad and just distribute with the help of Philo Prabhu.
Prabhu. I need actually, Aero Prabhu, you need to come here and learn the cooking, and then you can do more
Yes,
cooking. Because I don't have time
Yeah,
so much. So you can be the cook.
yeah, I'm still using this, some noodles or something very fast, and that's what I do. So I should start to cook more, learn
Yes.
to cook.
yes, Prabhu, definitely. And
Yeah,
distribute prasad to your family, please.
yeah, I want to do that. Give them prasada because I know they're not into this Krishna
Yeah.
consciousness.
And they will
Yeah.
So prasada
Don't,
is
because
very
I
good.
noticed that later they will be, and you will be surprised. And you will then, because I've been feeling like, because I was trying to force it so much, and then when I didn't force it, and then I see the person taking it to herself, and then I'm like embarrassed at myself that I did. I was, yeah. It's weird feeling when
Yeah,
you
actually,
try so much.
this
Yes, sir.
philosophy will not work in common people. I see these things.
Yeah.
They don't like actually that much these things.
Yes, bro.
yeah, but it will work
Oh,
when
yeah, so
Shri Krishna will
Give them mercy. Yeah.
give them mercy. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is the key. This is the process.
but
So
still it's so good. They
It
don't
will feel
see
weird
the
because the
philosophy.
person that is being against you will see it. You will go to that person and he has been against, and then you have given prasadam, and then at one point you see the person coming at you and talking about Krishna. You will be feel
yes,
so, because when Mataji talks about Krishna, I feel I don't know how to, think how to, because she was so against, and then when she talks then I feel so confused. I don't know how to describe it.
Because that spiritual medicine goes into her basically.
Yeah,
That Krishna's
this
mercy.
is true. This is true.
Yes, Prabhu.
So you see the potency of the Lord is unlimited. So
Yes.
we just have to have faith. Our faith need to grow. Our faith need to grow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Prabhu. We are basically weak. Basically,
Yeah.
my faith is very weak. Basically, I don't know about this.
But
I have a
you
small
need to
faith.
grow. You need to grow. And
So,
when you do those things, distribute prashad and distribute the book and just do Alinam Sankirtan. When you do those things, your faith will grow. You will please Srila Prabhupada and you will get the mercy of the Lord.
yeah, bro.
This is in the Guru Ashtakam. Yasya Prasada Bhagavad Prasado.
Yeah.
So this is the way that we have to just grow in our bhakti. We just have to go to the people and preach like that. Distribute prasad, distribute book.
Yeah,
And
it's
just,
actually Srila Prabhupada's instruction that for normal people just do Harinam and distribute prasad.
This is the way Srila Prabhupada teach us to go there and preach. This is Kali Yuga. We cannot do what they do in previous yuga. This is not the way.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Prabhu, for telling this. You have nice realization.
Oh, no. I just want to share because I receive the Lord Jagannath Mahaprasad and I feel very ecstatic.
Oh, that was great.
Yes, see?
It was great to see you. You were so,
Prabhu is
ecstatic. You were
overfilled with the mercy of by
fun.
Jagannath. Now he's overfilling.
That
Now
was
he's
so.
overflowing the mercy everywhere.
It gave me a very good feeling when I watched it. You were like so happy. Why am I not that happy?
Haribol.
It made me happy actually just to watch it.
Jai.
It was
Jagannath
so
Baladev
fun.
Subhadra Aki.
Jai. So it truly works, even more if someone is
Jyani
devoted.
Prabhu is so happy that he attached a story also of Jagannath.
Yes.
Mahaprasad.
Actually, this happened to me also when I got first time Jagannath Mahaprasad from Jagannath Puri during Ratha Yatra 2022. It's because it brings so much enthusiasm and energy. It's really hard to describe how the prasadam works. That was the first time when I realized the power of prasadam.
This is ecstatic.
Yes,
ecstatic. Yeah. So thank you very much for association. I need to read. I haven't read yet today. I just go and do bhajan and chant and because I was feeling very static. So
yes, Prabhu.
I really appreciate the conversation because actually we need to understand that how we can preach to the people,
Yes, Prabhu.
because this is important. Yeah, we don't have to force to them. Don't force to them. Just give them what the Lord give us. He give us the mercy. He gave us mercy by prashad and book. But some people will like to read, and some people will like to eat. So when we meet people who love to eat, we just give them prashad. Don't discuss about anything else. Just give them prashad. And when their consciousness will be more upgraded, more clear, they will understand and they will inquire about it.
Like now I remember that there was a thing Srila Prabhupada is saying at the first when he is in 22nd Avenue, they are coming for love feast. They are not coming for my lecture.
Yes,
it's very good, and it's very good.
Yeah.
they
That's
need
how he
to
started
come
everything.
for this
That's how
first.
the whole movement started. And then
Yeah,
Yeah.
with the last feast. He just chanted and gave food at first.
And
you
you
know.
see, he distribute prasad. He do some Sunday love feast, and then what happened in America? They do Ratha Yatra there. The
Yeah,
first,
for
yeah.
yeah,
So
like in
Lord
Prabhupada's
Lord
time, it's
Jagannath,
totally crazy,
yeah,
actually.
Lord
So
Jagannath
much devotee.
Lord Jagannath will first prepare the place by distributing his mercy, and then when the people is purified enough, then he come and he finished the
I
job
mean, Prabhu,
by
you saw
by the
that
Harinam.
clips, no? Now that Srila Prabhupada raising his hands and everyone going mad, basically.
Yes.
That
Yeah.
footage. Yeah.
I think Prabhupada did also the lectures, but he did at first it was just him alone, but he did them still. Wasn't it like that? I think it was. That
Yes,
he was
at
giving
first he was
lectures, but it was
just doing
empty.
kirtan and distributing prasadam.
Yeah, and he was in a small place, much less gift in New
Yeah.
York, I think, and
Yeah.
this
Right,
yeah
27 Avenue.
Yeah,
Yes.
and there he had lectures also eventually, and it was packed.
Yeah.
I remember that
Yeah.
man was big.
this was the first he gave lectures, and then he teach them how to cook prasad.
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
read the Lilamrita, and
At first, even he did not tell that you need to give up this meat eating, illicit sex, and he don't tell anything.
no, he just give them prasad.
Just prasad and kirtan. Yeah.
Yes, you can check those things. It's true. I have the Lilamrita, and this is like this, you just give them prasad, and gradually they become purified, and they can understand much more about the philosophy.
Yes, Prabhu. Now I remember there is video of this, like the first Sunday love feast, and there is like interview of all the devotees. They're sitting down and they're explaining like this that, oh, we love this prasadam so much, and
Yeah, this is like that,
Hey, it was
They didn't know actually.
The first video, the one guy told the other one that I'm gonna stay here forever, and he asked like, when did you come here?
Yeah,
Yesterday?
I think it's that one. Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah.
He had like long hair. No one had dhoti or anything. Normal clothes, and
Prabhu, like those kirtans in the street of Srila Prabhupada.
And then there was
Why?
one person, he was like preaching also to the camera. He was explaining all the basic things to the he had long hair and everything. He had like just came, like he was just like I am, and or any persons that, or few years or 1 year. He was explaining to the camera, all like enthusiastic about this prasadam is the mercy, and he was saying
Actually, a pure devotee is giving him prasad, so this is quite normal. He will he will act like that, So ecstatic. They were young.
yeah.
Imagine the whole world went like, what? Prabhupada went there, and the whole news and everything went like, Hare Krishna, Hare
This is
Krishna
the clip.
movement.
Yeah, this is the clip.
Hey,
Yeah,
yeah,
like whole world is Hare Krishna movement. That
See
time.
how they are. Long hair, long beard, all normal clothes, but they came to. These are like the beginning. This.
Yes, this is the beginning. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1966, October 17. Lectures on Bhagavad Gita. They had like that, and here's the
Chase gift. Yeah.
Jai Shri
They
Prabhupada.
don't know what is
Jai
coming.
Prabhupada.
Where is
See
coming.
what Prabhupada is doing?
Yeah. You see what
Preaching.
prasad.
This is the preaching at that time.
And the food is so
This is-
tasty. They never taste such food.
Oh, not that time. Now time also.
Yes, Prabhu. Now
Yeah.
What they are taking this blind.
Yeah.
No? Most of my
Sami Prabhu, this is what we need to do. This is what we need to do. If we have a place, we need to do that. We need to distribute prasad to the people.
Yes, Prabhu.
And just sometimes chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. This is all.
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah, these were the devotees who were preaching. See, this devotee who had this funny hair. He was preaching at the camera.
And we have a lot of fun. Especially these are foods that are prescribed according to Orthodox Vaishnavite discipline.
Yeah, this is like my preaching.
These foods are prescribed, but we don't necessarily prescribe them for everybody. The main thing is
They are licking their hand, huh? They like so much.
well, because in the scriptures, it states
What
that
he's saying about fish and eggs? What? He just said something.
you have to offer our food to Krishna. We have to offer the food that he'll accept. The food that he'll accept is stated as vegetables, fruits,
Yeah.
leaves.
These things are new in West. They don't know what is offering prasad or bhoga.
Everyone having long hair, really long hair. Now I understand why Prabhupada said that no long hair at all, because everyone was having super long hair.
Anyway, different qualitatively from the murder of an animal. But the thing is that vegetables are our allotments according to scripture. We can eat certain foods. But given
Is this kind of like but you need
There were like less than 10 people.
here all day. Money has to come in also. Some of us work.
Who is this person, bro? You know?
Most of our money here.
I'm not sure. He
The
says
person is talking. You know this Prabhuji's name?
Very good. And closer to God.
he didn't know at this point. He didn't really know, I think, where he is, that who he is with, because Prabhupada wasn't famous that time. But of course, he was famous in every other planet and everywhere. But in our society, he wasn't famous. So this person didn't realize maybe.
About love celebration, the conference where
It's so funny to think.
last Thursday.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
it's funny.
imagine.
Nobody of them actually didn't have any idea who was with them, who was Prabhupada.
Yeah,
like,
but
they don't know what is coming. Yeah.
but they were eating his
Yes.
prasad, and he is a pure devotee.
Yes, Prabhu.
So it's normal that they will talk like that.
Yeah.
Imagine the feeling like if you were there and you were with Prabhupada, like, hey buddy, yo, and you were doing drugs and being drunk, and then you realize afterwards that who he is. I would be so embarrassed. Like, I am so sorry, Prabhupada, how I acted before. Please don't abandon me. I'm sorry.
Well, who's this?
Prabhupada.
Let's skip.
This was so random.
Hey, Prabhu, I love you,
Panda
American
is in
accent.
Gologan.
Oh no, 2-1.
Prabhu Erotaisto, I love you, American accent.
It's his accent, Prabhu. Finnish has Finland
Yeah.
has special accent.
The States.
Yeah, it's really nice. I love to.
I wonder who this Prabhu is. He has really funny hair.
Accept it once and then enjoy. This moment to moment. Well, I've only tried.
This looks like, who is he?
These Prabhus came from hippie scam, I think.
Yeah, they were. They're talking about drugs.
On a low level, and we are functioning high, and we are functioning low on a high level.
See what is he trying to preach? They are functioning high on low level. We are functioning low and high level. He's talking like some
Level, and we are functioning high, and we are functioning low on a high level. You get that? They're functioning high. They're this feeling. This sensual perception, which is extended so far, but they're enjoying the foods and they're enjoying their incense and the colors and all these things. This anybody can do. And we are not enjoying these things, but we're functioning on this high level, on the level of God.
Yeah, at this point they didn't know what is coming, because here you see none of the devotees look really serious yet. No one has become brahmachari yet, and after this
Yeah,
started, the work just started.
Yes, true. This is the beginning.
At this point they didn't even know what's gonna happen. They thought they are just coming to visit some person, and they didn't know this is beginning movement.
and at early 1970s, they are like all like totally serious thing.
Yeah.
Will go on. Yeah.
Yeah. One has to be the supremely developed, perfect in perfection to be This is the ultimate. But the reason
That seemed like the only devotee there.
Being feminine is that when the masculine love and the feminine are love, and that you are feminine so that you can be loved by Krishna. Well, does this have anything to do with being celibate, or this has this
Yeah, they talk a little bit like hippie things.
to do with?
Yeah.
The supreme being, of course, is male because he is Purusha, as they say in Sanskrit. That is, he is the origin, he is the creator. He is the seed, he plants the seed in the material universe of which we are the result. Therefore, we are the feminine.
Yeah, this person has read some books, I think, or listened to Prabhupada's lectures a lot there.
Yeah, he's here is also, you see.
Yes,
He also
Ray was here a little bit earlier, I believe. I can't remember.
Oh,
Ray.
Yeah, now they discuss when they came. He is first time there, this person.
Yeah, the first time I've been into it all. I came about the 1st of August. Ray was here a little bit earlier, I believe. I can't remember. And then others, of course, have come within the last week. Right. But one thing which usually happens, those who come like this, they come and they just never go. Once you come, you stay. Because the Swami has something which you are looking for.
See? When you stay,
yeah.
you stay because this Swami has something you're looking for.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
The first thing he did for us was to give us our method of chanting.
So, that it will work for anyone. In other words, you don't need to be one person in a million who can really be successful in meditation yoga, where you have to spend years.
This is a very good point he's saying, bro.
Yeah, I just thought the same. Wow, that's why. Oh, wow, yes, very good point. You don't have to be you don't have to be one in the million who has 500 IQ
Yeah.
and
You don't need to go in some rat race. This is not some rat race movement. It's for everyone.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah. It's very amazing, huh? They are new devotee. They are explaining.
Yes, Prabhu. I think we need to buy a Mridanga, then Ero Prabhu can learn Mridanga. Then we can go to
Yes,
the park and take some prasadam packages there. And then
yes, yes.
yeah, prasadam. Yes.
we say that, oh, sit down and eat this prasadam.
Haribol.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you need also a gun. Eat, just eat prasad. Otherwise, I will shoot you.
Yes, we can take a water gun.
Have you got the whole a special location? The same as we're all sitting here.
Okay, but now we need to join 6 Astakam prayers because it's really late.
Yeah, bro, here it's very late in India.
Oh, Krishna. Oh, yeah, it's almost 12. Sorry, Prabhu.
It's 11. Yeah.
Cheto darpanamarjanam bhavamahadavagni nirvapanam shreyah kairavachandrika vitaranam vidyavadu jivanam anandam buddhivartanam pratipadam purnamritasvadanam sarvatma snapanam param vijayate Sri Krishna Sankirtanam.
Nam nama karibauda nija sarva shakti statrapita niyamita smaranina karaha itadrishi tava kripa bhagavan mamapi yudava idishama yajanina nuragaha. Sorry, Prabhu.
It's me.
Okay.
Yadapi sunichena tarorapi saishnuna manina manadena kirtanya sadari.
न धनं न जनं न सुन्दरीं कवितां जगदीश कामये मम जन्मनि जन्मनि सरे भवतद्भुक्तिरहेतुकीतये
Ajinandatanu kinkaram patitama vishame pavam budau kripaya tava pada pankaja stitaduli sadrasam vichintaya.
Nayanam galadashluda vadanam gadgadaludaya giram pulakayenichitam vapukada tavanam agrahane bhavishyati.
युगायितं निमेषेण चक्षुषा पराविर्ष्यायितं शून्यायितं जगत्सर्वं गोविन्दविरहेण मे आश्रित्य वा पादरतं विनष्टु मां मदर्शनं मर्माहतं करोतु वा यथा तथा वा विधातु लम्पतो मत्प्राणनाथस्तु स एव नापरः.
Glory to the Sri Krishna Sankirtan, which cleanses the heart of the all dust accumulated for years and extinguishes the fire of conditional life of repeated birth and death. This Sankirtana movement is the prime benediction for humanity at large because it spreads the rays of the benediction moon. It is the life of all transcendental knowledge. It increases the ocean of transcendental bliss and it enables us to fully taste the nectar for which we are always anxious.
O my Lord, your holy name alone can render all benediction to the living beings, and thus you have hundreds and millions of names, Lord, and like Krishna and Govinda, in this transcendental name you have invested all your transcendental energy. There are not even hard and fast rules for chanting this name. O my Lord, out of kindness you enable us to easily approach you by your holy name, but I am so unfortunate that I have no attraction for them.
One should chant the holy name of the Lord in a humble state of mind, thinking oneself lower than the straw in the street. One should be more tolerant than a tree, devoid of all sense of false prestige, and should be ready to offer all respect to others. In such a state of mind, one can chant the holy name of the Lord constantly.
O Almighty Lord, I have no desire to accumulate wealth, nor do I desire beautiful women, nor do I desire followers, only one who goes devotional service.
O son of Maharajananda Krishna, I am your eternal servitor. If somehow or other I have fallen into the ocean of birth and death, please pick me up from the ocean of death and place me as one of the atoms at your lotus feet.
O my Lord, when will my eyes be decorated with tears of love flowing constantly when I chant your holy name? When will my voice choke up, and when will my hairs of my body stand on end at the recitation of your name?
O Govinda, feeling your separations, I am considering a moment to be like 12 years or more. Tears are flowing from my eyes like torrents of rain, and I am feeling all vacant in the world in your absence.
I know no one but Krishna as my Lord, and he shall remain so, even if he handles me roughly by his embrace or makes me broken-hearted by not being present before me. He is completely free to do anything and everything, for he is always my worshipful Lord, unconditionally. Haribo, Sri Siksastakam Ki Jai.
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 Yeah, now here it is said that then he shall remain so even if he handles me roughly by his embrace or makes me broken-hearted by not being present before me. But now what I am doing, I'm handling Krishna roughly. I'm making him broken-hearted, and I'm not I don't want to be present before him.
So, yes, Suryo. That's why we are asking.
Yes, Prabhu.
We are doing opposite.
Yeah.
Well, if Krishna handles me roughly, I'm so even if he handles me roughly, if I get any kind of I'm just I get broken. Like if I get any, I'm very weak. If I get any something like where you need to actually tolerate or do something someone behaves badly, I'm very bad at at that situation.
Yes, Prabhu.
So like handles me roughly, so I would be instantly crying like a baby.
Handling Krishna, because because we have gotten this reaction, and we have worked for the reaction, and when we get the reaction, then we blame Krishna for it, that because you have caused this, because you are handling me roughly, because really it's not Krishna handling us roughly,
Yeah,
it's
actually,
ourselves handling
we
roughly.
we actually bore that seat, karma seat. Yeah,
Yes, Prabhu.
we
So
did something.
when we blame Krishna that no, you are handling us roughly when we are just suffering our own karma, that means we are handling Krishna roughly, because we are blaming him of something that we
Oh, I just realized, yes, I'm blaming him actually by it. Yes. Oh, no. Always. This is crazy. Even though I actually understand it's karma, but there's somehow like, there is something accusing Krishna for it. Yeah.
Actually,
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes,
actually,
Prabhu.
Aero Prabhu, we are crazy, we are rascal.
Yeah.
Krishna is not.
Yeah, well, that's true. Yeah.
even though we realize it in theory, we don't like understand it properly.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's very well said. Yes.
Speak
Yes,
about
yes.
anything, we blame that all the other things are against us, even though we are caused these things and we are against everything else, because we are causing the problem so that we can become proper, and then we blame everything else. So it's the chemicals in the water. No, the sun is causing me cancer. This and that.
Yeah, yeah. It's always someone else than myself,
Yes.
so to speak. Always finding somewhere else the reason.
Big, what big rascal we are.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, that is
Yeah,
true.
well, that's why we are here.
Yes,
Causing
true.
rascal in the earth.
At least we can understand that.
Yeah, well, that's a step. Yes.
Yeah, Prabhu, like millions and billions years we are here, basically.
Yeah, true. But now we want to be on the ship of Srila Prabhupada, transcendental ship of Srila Prabhupada.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes.
Yeah, one
Yes.
example came to my mind is that when someone goes to a hill, he climbs a big hill or mountain, and then he himself jumps down from the hill, and then he blames the hill. Why you're hitting me, hill? Why you're up? But he himself climbed the whole hill and he dived down, and then he's saying, "Oh, hill, you're so rascal, you're hitting me. You broke my leg."
This is false ego.
The hill was not doing anything. It was just there.
Yeah, yeah.
But every day I'm still thinking I'm the doer. I'm planning things and I'm thinking,
Yeah,
oh,
because
like this, then
we are conditioned, Solna Prabhu. That's why these teachings are not in our heart, basically.
Yeah.
We just theoretically understanding, but that is the problem.
Yes, Prabhu. Okay, 10 offenses to the holy name. First offense, to blaspheme devotees who are dedicated their lives for propagating the holy name of the Lord.
Second offense, to consider the name of demigod Lord Shiva and Lord Brahma to be equal to or independent of the name of Lord Vishnu.
Third offense, to disobey the orders of the spiritual master.
Fourth offense, to blaspheme the Vedic scriptures or scriptures in persons to the Vedic version.
Fifth offense, to consider the glories of chanting Hare Krishna to be an imagination.
Sixth offense, to give some interpretation to the holy name of the Lord.
Seventh offense, to commit sinful activities on the strength of the holy name.
Eighth offense, to consider the chanting of Hare Krishna as one of the auspicious ritualistic activities which are offered in the Vedas as fruitive activities, karma kanda.
Ninth offense, to instruct a faithless person about the glories of the holy name.
10th offense, to not have complete faith in the chanting of the holy name and to maintain material attachments. Even after understanding so many instructions on this matter, it is also an offense to be inattentive while chanting. Every devotee who claim to be Vaishnava must guard against these offenses in order to quickly achieve the desired success Krishna Prema. Hari Bol.
Ribo.
Haribol.
Sarubhasya Kripa Sindhu.
Panchakalpatarubhyascha kipasindubhyeva cha pachdanam pavanibhyo vaishnavibhyo namo namaha.
पंचमृत की जय नित्यानंद प्रभु की
Jai
जय
Nityananda ki jai.
Jai.
शिला प्रभुपद की
Jai.
जय
Hari 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 Bol.
Hari Hari